What's up, man? You know, in the building with the kid, Big Row, and back with the top. So, excuse me. Okay. Topic is why can't you be by yourself? This topic has been a topic of discussion for a while between me and some of my friends, some of me and my close friends. I mean, I understand everybody wants somebody to be with, but it's okay to be by yourself. Especially if you're not even sure what it is you want. How you going to expect somebody else to be with you? You can't be by yourself? Do you feel as though you're that bad that you can't even be with yourself? And I know a lot of people like they can be by themselves. It's not an issue. Excuse me, it's not a problem, but it is a problem. And it's a problem that I like to call the boomerang effect in lesbian relationships. And I speak about lesbian relationships because I'm a lesbian. I'm currently not in a relationship. And that was a personal choice to be a better person. So when I am in a relationship, I can give 100%, not 50% of me. I hear a lot of people say that. I hear a lot of people say um, a relationship is 50-50. No, a relationship should be 100% of you. Because if each person is only giving 50% of them, you're only going to get 50% of them. So if you put 100% in your relationship, you should get 100% back from your mate. And I get that no one wants to be alone. Everybody wants to be in a relationship, but you can't be in a relationship if you don't know the grounds. You don't know the groundwork. You don't know the grounds of what you want your relationship to be based off of. If you ask a person what they want out of their relationship and they can't answer that, then 9 times out of 10, they seriously have no business being in a relationship. And if you don't know what you want, how can you expect somebody else to come in your life and make you 100% happy and bring happiness to your life when you don't even really know what you want? If you don't really know what you want, you'll accept anything just because you want a relationship. Now, some girls want to be in a relationship. They want a relationship. They don't know how to go about getting it. So, any female that comes in their path that says, oh, I want to be in a relationship. I want a relationship. I just haven't found the right person. Soon as they hear that I want to be in a relationship, they settle down. But you don't even really know this person. And then it's like they let you meet the representative. What I mean is you date a person and you meet the person that they are willing to share with you. The person that they allow you to meet. Now, a person's representative in my book can go anywhere from 2 to 3 months to a year and a half. Sometimes the real person don't even show up till 2, 3 years into the relationship. And you start seeing things that test their character. And then it dawns on you that maybe I'm in the wrong relationship. I'm in a relationship with the wrong type of person. So, if you don't know what you want, you can't expect anybody else to give it to you. Being by yourself sometimes allows you the time you need to focus on you, to focus on what happened in your previous relationship. A lot of people say, stop living in the past. Stop living in the past. Sometimes you have to live in the past to be able to live a brighter future. I'm not saying dwell in the past. I'm just saying sometimes you got to live in the past. It's okay to reminisce. Some situations in the past are actually learning tools you can learn from yourself. You don't have to go out and share your business with all your friends and get their opinions and this one's opinions. A lot of your friends haven't been in healthy relationships either. So you can't take advice, ladies. That's another thing. You can't take relationship advice on your life from other people. Everybody has had different experiences in their life. So you can't expect somebody to give you their take on what worked for them. It might have worked for them because there were different variables in that relationship. Your relationship might sound the same even if y'all compare them, but they're not going to be absolutely the same, and you're dealing with different people. So it's okay to live in the past to get some reference from yourself on how to carry yourself and conduct yourself in this next relationship with somebody that you should take the time to get to know. You should date for a while. And a lot of people go into these run-on relationships because they don't take time to date. And when I say run-on, I mean you get out of this relationship because it didn't work and you feel like this person don't give you what you need, or don't nourish this, or don't give you what you want, and you move on to the next person thinking that, okay, well, she just wasn't ready. I'm going to move on and I'm going to get what I want from the next person. If you got to keep moving on, it might not be the people that you're choosing to date. That might be a sign that you need to sit still and you need to do some self-evaluating, because at the end of the day, everybody is not everybody else. Everybody is not the culprit. At some point, if you can't be an adult and say, what am I doing wrong? What mistakes am I making? What am I doing repeatedly that gets me to this point? If you can't do that, then you shouldn't even be in a relationship, period. Because those are the common relationship one-on-one courses that you're going to need to be able to be in a healthy relationship. Because every relationship is not going to have the brightest days. There's going to be some conflict of interest anyway at some point. And there's going to have to be some communication skills. If you don't have those, your relationship is not going to work. You're going to find yourself in these run-on relationships. Every couple months, every 6 months, you're dating someone new. The boomerang effect is what I call you date somebody, y'all see it's not working. Y'all want to put it quits. No more dealing with each other. Okay, cool. But then you turn right back around. You start dealing with them again. Y'all on this minute, y'all off that minute. Y'all on this minute, y'all off that minute. It's like you let them go and you toss the boomerang and it flies back and right back in your face. It's like, what did you not learn from the previous go with this? It's like there's something about this person that attracts you. There's also something about this person that you can't accept to the point y'all can't get along. Everybody that you come in contact with is not meant to be in your life for a very long time. Some people are in your life for a reason. They're in your life to teach you a lesson. And it's okay because they're meant to leave you. Leaving you might be the lesson of growth for you. So it's like you can't recognize that sometimes it's healthy to let people go out of your life. If you've never seen a healthy relationship, if you grew up in chaos and where relationships were violent, were argumentative, were always criticizing, that's the kind of relationship you're going to grow up and think is healthy to you. No, you might not do the exact same things because you're going to critique what you thought was bad in it to make it better for your relationship. But those same characteristics and those same traits that you saw, they're already embedded in you. So if you don't learn how to communicate healthy, if you don't learn how to demonstrate how you're upset, when you're upset and confrontation, you're still in some sense carrying on those same traits you saw as a kid growing up in relationships. So if you haven't seen a healthy relationship, it's going to be hard for you to actually participate in a healthy relationship, because you might be in a relationship with somebody who grew up with both parents in the home and they had a stable upbringing and a loving relationship and affection and time with the kids. If you haven't grew up in that same environment, their way of thinking and handling certain situations you might not be accustomed to. So that's going to cause a conflict of interest. That person has communication skills, you don't. Even if that person doesn't have communication skills and you don't, and you do, there's still going to be a conflict of interest. So finding a middle and a medium absolutely has to happen. I think people think that when they have disagreements and arguments in their relationship, that it's okay to just patch it up. Just sweep it under the rug. We'll patch it up. We'll have sex and we'll make up. Sex a lot of times does nothing but mask it. It's like putting masking tape on a big gigantic hole in the wall. You can put masking tape on it and you can even paint over it, and the wall's going to look whole again. But if it's hit in the same spot again, it's going to crumble. And that's the same thing a relationship does when you mask it with, oh, make up the breakup. Then we make up and we have beautiful sex and then things are okay again. It's not okay. It's like sweeping dirt under a rug. After a while, that little bit of dirt that was there in the beginning that you could just walk right on over the rug and it was smooth, it's going to turn into a pile and a lump. It's not going to go smoothly. So stop thinking that sex is going to make it better. Sex is going to make it physically better and it's going to calm the tensions for that very moment. But if you still don't have a conversation and get to the root of what the conflict is, it's like pain. It's a circle. You're going to see it again. It's a circle. You're going to see it again. A lot of us don't like to take responsibility for some of the things we do in relationships. But that's the only way you're going to be able to find yourself in a healthy relationship. And don't be afraid of criticism. Because if a person is taking the time to point out your wrongs and your flaws and they're still with you, then obviously it's just something they want to see you work on, or they want to see better from you. But there's a difference in positive criticism and verbal abuse and verbally putting somebody down. If you're verbally talking to somebody to belittle them and like mess with their self-esteem, stop trying to control the relationship. If you got so many control issues in a relationship, it's because you're not really sure where you are, where you going, or who you are. You don't need control in a relationship. In a relationship, there's two pilots. There's two pilots. It's just like a relationship is like flying a plane. I've never seen a pilot. I've never seen a plane with one pilot. There's a co-pilot. But in a relationship, there should be two co-pilots. Can't fly a plane without two pilots. It's never going to take off the ground. And if one person is only in charge, what happens when that person can't see their way? Plane's going down. So it's the same as a relationship. It's like, don't start a relationship, ladies, if the person you're dating is not your friend. Start a relationship the right way. That person should be your friend first. Date them. See if you like them without sex. Because everybody likes somebody that they're having good sex with. So date, man. Have a friend. Friendship first. Dating. Then work on a relationship. Work on a relationship. It's going to be part 2 to this because some other points I want to hit. And I don't want the time to catch me. So, it's been the Kid Big Roe. And see you back with part 2. Peace.